behind. They're all fired up. What we got to do? First place, our defense has got to go out there and take the ball. And when we get the ball, we got to have 11 people that's going to do their job and try to score every time you get the football. If we do that, we'll be all right. Do that, we'll be all right.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
I am Bam Damn, a damn Alabama fan, and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother. Welcome everybody in. Rise Up is running a little bit behind because of work today. And just so everybody knows, this is our first live trial of a new system that we're trying to get all the bugs out of because we want the policy more involved. So we're trying to come up with a good way that we can make this happen night to night. So there are going to be some glitches throughout tonight. We do apologize, but we're going to try to learn next few weeks, next few shows. So when the season starts, we'll be ready, vamped, and ready to rock, brother. But right now, let me go ahead and bring on our good friend, Van, the Thor man. Come on in, Van.
Alabama is back as the champion.
Catch, Devontae Smith. Risky throw picked up by Patrick Surtain.
How's it going, Van?
Woo, I'm fired up and ready to go. We're getting close. August the 1st.
Getting close,
Getting
brother.
close.
Getting close. Ain't long. It ain't long at all. Well, that being said, let's bring on the one, the only, the Reverend. Feels so good. Come on, Reverend.
I want everybody to think here for a second. How much does this game mean to you? Because if it means something to you, you can't stand still. You understand? You play fast. You play strong. You go out there and dominate the guy you're playing against and make the damn win. That's our trademark. That's our MO with the team. That's what people know us as.
How's it going, William?
Roll down time, brother.
Oh, tired, brother. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing just fantabulous, my friend.
Oh, did you get your new Macho shirt?
No, this is the same one. Same one.
Is it? I thought it was a different one. Anyway, looking good in it, bro. Looking good in it.
All
But
right.
this time, let's bring on the man behind the scenes. Let him put a smile on our face. Icebox himself. Come on in, Icebox.
Does put a smile on my face.
This does put a smile on my face.
There you go, Icebox. Well, I'm really hoping when we replay this that all of our intros wasn't as broken up as it sounded on my end.
It ain't.
It's pretty bad on my end, brother.
Well, usually it's on my end. It'll do that, and I go back and watch the replay, and it's perfect. We're good.
Okay, well, that's great. That's outstanding. Sorry about that, but you did put a smile on my face. What can I say?
Hey, we try. We try.
We do try. We do try. All right, but without further ado, get to my favorite part of the show. It is time for our dedication for tonight. Icebox, please take it away, sir.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Lieutenant Colonel John Upshire Dennis Page. Conflict was Korean War. U.S. Army. Medal of Honor action date November 29, 1950. Posthumously was presented the Medal of Honor December 19, 1956 to his widow, Miss Margaret Page. He was born February 8, 1904 in the Philippine Islands. On the night of December 10th, the convoy reached the bottom of the pass and was halted by a strong enemy force at the front and on both flanks. Deadly small arms poured into the column. Realizing the danger as it laid motionless, Lieutenant Colonel Page fought his way to the head of the column and plunged forward into the heart of the hostile position. His fearless action was so surprised the enemy that their ranks became disordered and suffered heavy casualties. For his own safety, as he had been throughout the preceding 10 days, Lieutenant Colonel Page remained forward, fiercely engaged the enemy slightly, single-handedly until mortally wounded. By his valiant and aggressive spirit, Lieutenant Colonel Page enabled friendly forces to stand off the enemy. His outstanding courage and devotion to duty and his self-sacrifice will reflect credit on Lieutenant Colonel Page. Moment of silence, please. Lieutenant Colonel Henry Page, we salute you.
Outstanding, man. I know I read this gentleman's story, and y'all, that is just a small part of what all he got that Medal of Honor for. We'd take up the whole show, talk about all the gallant ballatry, heroism, everything this man did in that short period of time. He was a definitely true hero, a true man, true patriot. And, sir, I am so proud that you served our country. Thank you so much. And thank you, Icebox, for presenting that to us. Thank you.
Just a little bit, just so they'll know. In 10 days, on his, November 29th, he had completed a mission and was going back, and his Jeep driver had gotten some trouble. And instead of going back to safety, he went back to go get his Jeep driver, fighting the enemies on top of tanks using their guns that was already broke down. And a few days later, he was in a low-flying airplane throwing grenades on the Chinese and firing an automatic rifle and done damage there. This particular part, he had completed his mission and could have went back to safety. But instead, he went in there and was in the middle of a pack of Marines and Army. And when they was all attacked on all sides and they were coming to a stop, that's when he forced his way up front and just drove right off into the heart of the enemy, messed their minds up. And that's when, unfortunately, he was on the side and he got killed. But this man was, you're talking about a regular day Rambo. He was something else.
Got that shit right, brother. Got that right. Once again, let me salute you, sir.
Yeah, me too.
Brother. I mean,
Me too.
That's a man above men right there. I'll tell you that right here, right now.
Yes, sir, it is.
Let me go ahead and get on up in our topic tonight. We're still waiting on Rise Up. to come on, but I'm going to go ahead and get it started. Our topic for the night is 2023 refereeing. What do we mean about that? If y'all watched our last week's show, y'all got to hear a little bit of 2023 rule changes coming up. And if y'all paid attention, what we're going to talk about tonight, they kind of go together on how in 2023, these refereeing staffs have more power than they ever had. They individually, even though they've done it in the past, but now they can control the outcome of a game even more than what they had in the past. So before I get started, Bam, what do you think on this subject, sir?
Well, anybody that knows me knows I don't like people telling me what to do anyways. And so more people telling somebody what to do, changing the outcome of the game. I don't like worth a damn. Let them boys play. Let them get out there and play ball. I mean, the rules could be whittled down so much anyways. I mean, they've got 3 or 4 different ways of saying one thing. There's too much gray area in certain calls. And they need to have a meeting at the end of this year. They should have done it this year. Probably should have done it 30 years ago. And whittle it down to what it is. We don't need 25, 30 different ways to say somebody's holding or illegal motion or any of that. It's a lot of bullshit.
Major bullshit. All right. I'm going to throw this one up to William real quick since he started last week. And he's going to love it, but I've got to ask this. One of the things. Is this me bleeding over? Icebox?
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, William, one of the things that we talked about. Oh, I tell you what. Make sure everybody's got their echo on real quick. You do have one waiting in the chat too, so you need to make sure he's got his echo set on too.
Yeah, I can't do anything to him. If you can hear us over there in the backstage, make sure your echo's turned down.
Just go into your settings and kick that echo on. But anyway, William, what I was talking about when you was talking about the non-call where the Tennessee guy knocked the head off of Bryce Young, and it was a non-call. All right. This year, it gets even worse because as you read, like we read off last season, I mean, what's coming up with the rule changes is if there's not a replay booth already set up there for that game, then the referees have the right, if a targeting call is called, to automatically review it. It don't say they'll raise their hand and review it on was that one. So if it was not called, they ain't going to go review it.
God
I mean, what do you say, brother?
God damn. That's all I say. Yeah, I mean, when they go in there, yeah, it's bullshit, man. I mean, it needs. Is this Jason Aldridge or whatever his name is? Is he gonna be in the damn in charge of damn refereeing this year or not? I hope they fucking fired him. Well, they didn't do it last year because he was in the game. No, he's in that Georgia fucking Tennessee game. We noticed that. You got to follow them there. So, he needs to be fired. Just flat out fire the motherfucker. Get him out of here. And get some in there that's all right, you know. And I don't know. It's just I don't agree with this bullshit. You know, I don't agree with it.
I agree with you, William. Right quick, I'm going to cut you off for just 1 second, but I do agree with you. I'm going to come right back to you. But he is totally correct. That it is BS, and there's no way we can control it. It's the sad part. And this year, I mean, let's say it's a vital drive. You go in, you got to get a first down. They go up there and they do the toe touch on the sideline. Boom, and they call it out of bounds. Well, they don't have to call for review. The only way you can get a review on that by the rules for this year is if the coach has enough timeouts left with a red flag waiting. If he's used up all of his red flags, then he can't even review it. So they've got a whole lot of control this year. A whole lot of control. This could get really ugly really quick. Icebox, you got anything you want to bring to it?
I hate referees. I do. They miss so much crap, and they can change the flow, the momentum of a game. And I mean, that's before all these dadgum rule changes come about. I don't get it why you won't give them more. Jeez, let the boys play. I'm with Van, man. Let the guys play, because I guarantee you, Tennessee last year was pulling some ridiculous stuff. I seen it, and it should not have been allowed that way. But if Alabama had tried to do any of that kind of stuff, they've been flagged every dadgum time they did it. We all know how that Tennessee game was, and that's the one that got us really riled up. But, I don't think they should have that much power. Call the plays, call it fair, and have definite guidelines on what they can and can't call. But they're starting to give them free reign, and it just don't sound well with me.
Okay, on that topic, I mean, what you just said, I'm going to ask Van this question because I played offensive line, defensive line. He played defense. I don't know if you played offense or not, but I know you played defense. So let's just talk about the defensive side. What would you say would be fair to all teams? You give me we're giving the referees, here are your 10 defensive calls that you can make. What would they be?
I don't guess I understand.
Okay, basically what I'm saying is, okay, we're trying to simplify the referees. Let's make it simple for them. So let's just say on defense, one is face mask. Definitely face. You got to be able to call a face mask. Hitting of the crotch. Definitely. That's my favorite. No hitting in the crotch. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Pass interference, targeting. What would be yours?
Well, as far as pass interference goes, I think it's a little too strict. I used to love to go back and watch guys like Jack Tatum and some of them old heads playing safety and corner that used to tee off on guys. You didn't hit the middle of the field back in the 70s unless you was the man. Nowadays, you hit that bang egg out, there ain't nobody out there in the middle of the field. Everybody's stretched out, and you can't breathe on them without a 15-yard penalty. So nobody's scared to hit the middle of the field anymore. Back then, if you had a good player, Jack Tatum, he might cripple you out there in the middle. So you was real easy by going to the middle of that field. So, I mean, in my opinion, pass interference is a little too strict. Defensive holding bullshit. Because offensive linemen hold damn near every play if you really wanted to enforce it. I've seen it.
I can't deny that.
I mean, what else are they supposed to do? You got a 300-pound man that can run like a running back coming at you. What are you supposed to do, So, I mean, I guess holding itself, I know you said defensively, but offensive line-wise, holding should be defined more than it is, because I've seen it called a multitude of ways over the years, and game to game it'd be different how they call it. So, I mean, pass interference, defensive holding. that's just the two that come to mind first. I mean, helmet to helmet still kind of pisses me off, but I mean, I ain't gonna be able to do nothing about that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's my two, really.
So that's basically it. That's the only thing they have to worry about on defense.
Yeah.
William, before I go to offense, William, what do you think? The only call the referee should be responsible for calling on defense should be.
Well, if you notice, we went. So when did we get all these damn safety rules as far as concussion and shit? When did that come about? I don't know when that was. Because I mean, they're supposed to have better padding and stuff in there now to keep that from happening.
Right.
But I mean, I'm with Van on that. I mean, that I'm gonna tell you, some of them looks pretty lethal, but I don't know how much cushion that gives you in there. I don't know. Never wore one a whole lot. So, but anyway, I played in the band. I played a clarinet. So there you go. So, but that's how I was able to get to the game. But anyway, helmet to helmet is a little concern if it's with enough force. Call that target. Yes, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But you need to, as we're talking about referees, though, I mean, they let that one go. But I mean, face mask. If you see somebody's head jerk around, that's a damn face mask. You trying to take somebody's head off? That's a face mask. And somebody mentioned something about spearing something in the chat. I mean, what are we, WWE there? Or what? I mean, well, as long as it's not below the belt, right? I guess. It'll knock the weight out of you for a little while for sure. But.
Right.
But some of these rules are just ridiculous. We went over there and over the past couple of weeks, and they're just some of them are just. I don't know what else to think. It seems like it's more for the referee now than it is for player safety to me.
True, I agree.
Down to it.
All right, for me personally, it would be number one, too many people on the field. Number one. Number two, lining up all sides. Now that got to be defined as the helmet, the crown of the helmet is across the damn line, not where the center picks the ball up and sets it up. A good 2 foot. You know what I'm talking about, Van? When they come to the line, he'll pick it up and he'll set it up. So that got to be the crown there. Face mask definitely. Now, pass interference, yes, got to have. I think it needs to be defined a little bit better. If you're grabbing them, holding them back from their route, if you're hitting their arm before they get there, or you physically hit them before the ball gets there. Now, I think that needs to be called myself. That's just me. What else? What else could it be on defense? That's basically it. I mean, you think that, the back judge should have no problem calling them few things. I mean, it's pretty obvious right there. No problem. All right. House Box, you want to add anything to it?
Yeah, I like for them to define helmet to helmet just a little bit better than that. How many times you seen running backs or wide receivers catch the ball and they see a defensive guy coming dead at them, and they start lowering their shoulders and their heads. And if you ask me, damn it, that's your fault. The guy's coming and he's going to pick a side which way he's going to come in at, because he's going to try to lower his shoulder into you. That's legal. He's going to bust your heart. I mean, come on, put some defense back into the game. Get some hitting going on. Like I said before, a long time ago, I want to see some slobber coming out of these mouths when the defense hits you. Dadgummit. So now what are we gonna do next? Start playing flag football? Come on, let's define it.
That's what they're leaning on.
Football is football.
Sarcastic
I
ball.
ain't coming to see a bunch of dadgum sissies play football.
Sarcastic ball. Pop that little balloon, and then we'll go with a hug.
Yeah, come on. So let's define that just a little bit better. If you coming into somebody's chest with your head crown, you're good. But yeah, if you hit him upside the head with the helmet, I get it. I agree with that. That's neck and head concussions, and injuries are part of the game. But come on, let's at least stop that. But if you lower your own head, have mercy on you. That's all I'm gonna say. But the referee's gonna call it on the defensive guy. I don't like that.
Yeah,
and they need and they need to clarify what is pass interference. Is it hand checking? Can you grab it? I think if you are impeding the wide receiver, yeah, you need to be flagged on that. Just because you got your hand on their back or you're looking up and you knock the ball down both arms and your arms and everybody's arms go up, you should not flag the defensive guy. It's a free-for-all.
But if they do, they need to call an offensive guy too, because he's doing the exact same thing. He's putting his hands on that defender.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, it was a third down. Not replay it. It's fourth down. Y'all punt the dadgum ball. That's my way. I get upset with referees on that crap. Sorry.
That's okay. I understand. All right, because I'm old school. I mean, a lot of it I think is bullshit. All right, let's go to offense.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead, William.
While you're on defense, I want to ask this here because
Go for it.
If y'all remember the movie, what is that one I love so much? Waterboy. You remember Waterboy? Whenever he took that dude up there and said, "Boom." That's a body slam, courtesy of Kevin Insano.
That's Forrest Gump, brother.
No, that's Waterboy.
No, that was Waterboy.
Is that even legal? Do we?
No, that's not. No,
that's not legal. Okay, I just throw that in. So.
It's fun to watch.
You can't pick him up and body slam him.
You can't powerbomb him. Okay.
No, you can grab hold of him, driving him to the ground, but you can't just pick him up and dance with him a little bit and then slow him on the ground. You can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
but do you know how damn fun it would have been to grab a running back up and just slam him like that? God almighty.
Oh, yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
Yeah, but man, the schools y'all played against at Fort Payne, you got some little 89-pound running backs, brother. You'd have killed them. I mean, the teams y'all played against, come on, really?
Shit, we played some damn good teams. I'm going to tell you right now.
Well, you did. I'll give you that. You did.
They were some talent come through some of them schools. I wasn't one of them, but they were some talent.
All right, let's get into the offense now. I'm going to start this one off.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Brett's got a question there for Van. Got a penalty called a few years ago. Who was that? Do you know? I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude, what you talking about?
Question's kind of vague there, man.
What's on the screen there?
Yeah, it says we got a penalty call for that a few years ago. What, body slamming somebody?
I mean, if I had to, I remember Rolando McClain getting in trouble for it, but that's when he was on the Oakland Raiders.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he got up now.
For body slamming. He said for body slamming.
You got me on that one. I mean, when was it?
Oh, Lord, that's probably been 12, 13 years ago when I seen that.
I was talking about the commenter. I don't remember it.
Hell, it was probably Reuben Foster. I mean,
I love it.
Man.
No, I think, and I could be wrong. I think they was mistreating somebody on our team, and the couple of them got together and said, "We fixing to destroy this guy." And he kind of got jacked up on that.
I think it might have been against Missouri.
It could have been, and I think we got a little flag on that one.
Yeah, I think I remember that now. You
I'm
gotta
gonna
let
have
them
to
play.
research it. I'm gonna have to research because I don't remember that one. Here we go. Suplex. But there you go. All right, we're gonna move on to offensive now, y'all.
All right.
The first thing with me would be they put the rule in. They allowed this. I think it was 8 years ago, 9 years ago, that the offensive line could actually put their hands on the defense within the shoulders. Used to, you couldn't do it at all. So that was an easy call. The way I was taught, the offensive line to block, you had to keep your fingers inside and you could push and shove and use your elbows. You do all that, but you could never grab a hold. But now, since they can grab a hold, it's going to have to be, once they break your shoulder pad, it's a hold. If you could keep them in front of you, then it shouldn't be a hold. But once they break your arm, it's got to be a hold. Simple. Because right now, with them grabbing you, every call's a hold because they're holding. Exactly what they're doing, in my opinion. The other one would be, yes, offside, simple, line up offside, jumping too quick. All that's damn obvious. Too many people on the field. Movement in the backfield. Jumping. All that I agree with. So basically, the offense might have what 10 more plays to look at than defense. So let's say maximum. The offensive refs got 10 things to look at. Defense at the maximum, really 4. If you want to be picky. So you're only looking at 14 damn things. Simplify it. Make it them 14. Don't put it out there for rules of judgment. It's this. Is it that or not? I mean, what do you think, man?
Well, y'all touched on it earlier. Running backs and receivers shouldn't be able to put their hands into the face mask of the defensive players. Because if you're going to allow it to that side, you ought to allow it to the defensive side. So that should just be a no-go all over the field. There should be nobody touching nobody's face. Either allow it or don't.
So no stiff arming. No stiff arming to the face mask then.
Well,
they can
if
stiff
you
arm
allow
the shoulder pad or something like that. But if they go to the face mask, it should be a penalty also. Is that what you're saying?
Well, if they're going to allow you to stiff arm on offense, then I ought to be able to reach up there and snag at some bitch when he's coming up the middle and stab him and yank him down. So I don't know. I mean, what's fair to you, really?
Oh, you're right. I mean, we've seen the best of the best do it. Derrick Henry, one of the best stiff arming guys up there. Brent Richardson, Najee Harris, Sean Alexander. I could go on for days. They had a major stiff arm, and yeah, it was to the face mask. But if the defender hit their face mask, it's a penalty. So I get you on that one. I understand where you're going with that one. I still like them with the echoes coming in.
I would too. They're saying there's an echo, but I hear a little screeching carrying on. Is it? I can't hear it. Let me, do y'all still hear it now?
Nope.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
What about chat room?
Nope.
Chat room, do y'all still hear it?
Nope. So it was you the whole time.
Who, me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
I'll drink on that one.
Hey, we're learning, man. We're learning.
Who was it?
I don't know. I went off.
He ain't saying, but I got a feeling I know.
All right. Van, keep going. We got you. Don't put the running back can't put the hands on the face mask too. That should be automatic also. Face mask, yes or no, both sides.
Well, I think they should allow. I think they should allow a little more movement or motion. You know, because they've never truly defined what they'll flag and what they won't. And we've seen that against Auburn probably 5 or 6 years ago, where they would allow certain motions that would have got flagged against everybody else, but because of the style of offense they were running at that time, they wouldn't flag it. So, I mean, it needs to be a little bit more clear cut. But really, I mean, I don't have a ton of penalties I'd enforce because it just gets in the way. They talk about slowing the game down. They want to speed the game up. Well, more penalties is going to slow it down.
Yes, that is Miss Cajun. That is Miss Cajun back there laughing, Brittany B. So we got, only thing you've got is don't hold the defender. The offensive guy should not put their, you're definitely a defensive player, brother. You didn't give offense no love whatsoever.
Oh, no.
Now, the movement, I agree with you. The movement, I think you should be able to have at least 2 people move at the same time, at least. William, what do you think, sir?
Well, you was talking about the movement there a minute. Going back again, come on, water boy. You seen toward the end there how they was moving on the line. There was a shift. Is that allowed now? I don't know. I think there's a play. I think where the whole line shifted over.
I mean, you're allowed certain movement, but once that hand's down, I don't think they'd allow it.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was doing things while y'all was doing that, so I lost some of that. Of course, I'm drinking this shit too. So, but offense.
Look at this. We sound so much better. Look at this. Do y'all hear echo, 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 echo? I don't. Damn. I'm wondering. Oh, it's a person ain't here. We know who the problem was. Okay. Anyway.
Oh,
yes, I love you too. You're number 1 too. Anyway.
Now let me ask you a question before you carry on. Is this any better? Any echoes now?
Now the one that I'm really wanting to get to. And the good thing is that here in about 15 minutes or so, we got some special guests going to be coming on, giving their input also. And also 5 minutes.
Yeah, if he shows up.
Okay.
He's not in there yet.
We got a special guest going to come on. It's helping us with this new program we're doing. But anyway, here's what I want. And I'm going to go to Van first on this one because I got to hear his statement on this. All right. By what we know as fans and as ex-players, we never get to know if any repercussions has ever come from bad officiating. Ever. We don't get to hear that part. They get paid by our colleges, our teams, but we never get to hear, hey, you blew 6 calls here. Here's what you did. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you was betting on the game. Blah, 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 blah. Van, what type of, how do we keep them in order and what type of punishment should they start looking at giving to these referees?
All right. There should be a set amount that you can mess up, basically. To me, if you've got 3 blown calls in a ball game that they can trace back to your officiating, number 1, 2-game suspension, no pay. All right. If it happens 5 games. If it happens the 3rd time, kick his ass out and hire somebody else. There's a lot of referees. Because if a coach doesn't get his team prepared and he loses ball games, he gets fired. If the coordinators aren't getting their players if they don't know their plays or they get fired. If they don't recruit well, they get fired. So why is it that referees have no repercussions? That makes no sense. They got the most power on the field to make or not make things happen and control the game, but they have no repercussions for their actions. And that's a dangerous game you're playing right there.
All right, William.
Thank you.
I know you're ready for this one, brother. Give it to us.
Thank you. Now I'm libertarian, so in my beliefs, but I tend to vote to the R, okay? But I'm libertarian in my actual beliefs. If they want to vote, if they want to gamble, I guess, but it couldn't be on that particular goddamn game they're on. You know, if they're one of them, they need to be kicked out. Automatic. But I don't know how you how do you control that? I guess what I'm trying to say. I'm on that shit, so okay. But anyway, yes, I don't know how they can go about doing that. But you know, definitely, if they find out about that shit, if they find out that one of them referees on that team gambled on that particular team, they need to be fined $500,000 fucking dollars from the start. That's my view, but I'm not Greg Sankey. I'm not in charge of the SEC or NCAA, whoever puts the coaches in for that particular game. I don't know. They need to be looking into that seriously for that. And oh man, these repercussions for that damn fucking damn right there, blatant, man. Hit him right there on the chin. That was blatant, man. Everybody's seen that. And I'm sure there was one seen that. Hey, you don't even know what goddamn fucking quarter the fucker is. What's wrong with that shit? What's wrong with that? You don't know what quarter you in? Give me a goddamn break. That ought to be fucking $500,000. Any damn thing. That's what I say. I'm basing it right there. $500,000 fine for whoever referee called that shit. And then go back and look at it and see. That's what replay's about. During a commercial, let's go replay it. No, don't call just a commercial then. Just call it whenever. You know, whatever they got to do to cut down on the time that they want to cut down on, supposedly. You know, go back and look at that and see, and then find the fucker. Okay, this come out of your check. There you go. Go ahead, I'm done.
All right, it's over to me now. I'm looking at it as a business part of it. They're employees of the NCAA, even though all the different colleges pay their check, but still they're an employee. So let's look at it in that perspective. You get your first every game you do. You get a game. Before you referee another game, you have to sit down with at least a 2-person board. Let's review the film. Let's review these calls you made this game. Why did you make this call? Obviously, it was this, or blah blah blah, or y'all was 80% correct in your calls tonight. Great job. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But if you're off, you go, all right, now you got one more game before I have to put you on probation. Your calls were, let's say, you was less than 75% correct on all your calls tonight, your personal calls. So next week, you better be 80. Or this weekend, you better be 80. If you come back in at 74, sorry, we don't need you. We're going to have to bring somebody else up. I mean, that's just me. I'd go percentage of calls. And if the calls are so drastic, even though it was a one call that was so drastic that it cost a game for a team, oh, yeah, you definitely on probation. I mean, granted, you can't fire them right then. You can't do it because it's a referee judgment call. Judgment call. And they can live and die on that damn thing. It's a judgment call. My wife's regretting her judgment marrying me right now, but it's a judgment call. Okay, I'm just saying. So there she goes laughing again. Anyway, so I would do it on a percentage based thing on your calls you made, instant replay, whatever else you made this call, and then go over it. But it's got to be done after every weekend, every game. I don't want the same officiating crew that was out there on Thursday that did the same shit Tennessee did to Alabama on Thursday, and then they get on a plane and officiate another game on Saturday. They need to go through that process. How right was you? Where was y'all at? Boom, boom. And if you as a whole damn group was less than 70% accurate, you split that group up. That ain't a team no more. You split them up. You sip Joe Blow over this team, this team, this team. You bring somebody else in to be the head. I mean, if you cannot call at least 75% of your calls correctly, you don't need to be refereeing, period. See, you got the wrong profession. Get the fuck out. I'm serious. You need to go change oil or something. Sorry. You don't need to be here. And I'm not nothing against oil changers. I changed oil for a long damn time. Hard job, you get burned up and all that, but they need to learn that pain. They need to learn it before they start doing that stupid shit in their damn head. That's just my opinion on it. Icebox, what do you think, sir?
Question. All right, Stephen Hicks.
Hey, we got some people in here.
Yep, and it's going to be a quick question because we're going to get them on. Okay. One, I hope there's no more echo. I think I know what the problem is. If bad calls cost you a game, that's what very important. If it comes and it's shown that a bad call made an adverse, or how am I going to call it, adverse outcome of the game, and they find that, they're not going to take away that loss or whatever. Nope. Can that be put by an asterisk in consideration for whatever playoffs we may end up in anyways? It's not going to happen this year no ways. But that's just a question. Just a question, something to think about. All right. We have got a guest, Mr. Spencer. You want to bring him on?
No. Well, I can. Who we bringing on for? Let's go with this one first. Let's bring on the one and only Justin. Come on, Justin. What's up, brother? How you doing, sir?
What's up? Y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Doing great, sir.
Hi, brother.
Hey. What do you think about this topic? What would you do to the referees making bad calls? What would you do? Don't say shoot them. Do not say that.
I'd get rid of them.
But how would you do it?
I would get rid of them. You know, if they prove referees made a bad call and they keep on doing the same thing and they proved it, I'd get rid of them.
All right, so I mean, how would you go about proving it? I mean, give me something. You can't, because we as fans, we think every one of them are bad calls. I'm sorry, we do. But seriously, what would be your thoughts on how to, across the board, all colleges, all games, what would be fair to the referees and to the teams on how to grade them? Difficult, ain't it? Difficult, ain't it?
It's real difficult. But I don't know. And this year, about what they're saying about the referees, they're not going to have no referee in the booth where you can send for, in review plays and stuff. It's all going to be on the referees on the field.
Some games.
Oh, some games. So all games ain't going to be like that.
Yeah, we don't know which games, but some games.
See, that's crazy. I mean, why would it be just some games?
Well, Auburn needs help and Georgia needs help. So there's two games we know we're going to have replay booth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So I guess if we went back to Texas or Tennessee, we wouldn't have the replay booth.
Probably not.
I didn't figure so.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I love it. I love it. God, I love it. You got anything else you want to put in tonight, Justin, on what we've been talking about or anything? Talking about referees, you got any input on what the referees should be calling on offense or defense or not be calling, or what's your thoughts, sir?
Well, it's going. I don't know. I just think they call the like the pass interference and stuff. They just they be just calling just little things. I mean, to me, a pass interference charge is like if you just hold them or hold on to them and stuff, because the offensive player and the defensive player, they got them, they have hands or whatever, but they always want to call it on the defensive person.
That is true. Go ahead, William.
Well, one thing that I've noticed, though, I've noticed that the referees, and this one time that I know, and they should be doing it all the way down the goddamn field. They should be doing it all the way down, but they really try to because they miss some calls here too. I'm just saying, but they really try. I think they do try to in the end zone. When they're going for a damn catch, and then the other guy, whatever, they're trying to like, well, I'm gonna, catch this ball, and they want to call like, well, he damn fucking hold him or something, or something like that. So,
yeah, I agree with William. I think in the end zone like that, I think it should be a free for all.
It should be.
If you're on like the 10 or 15-yard line, and then the quarterback, they go for a little out route right there and they throw it over, and I think it should be a free for all.
Yeah. But they want to call him little penny ass shit like, well, he grabbed his shoulder or his arm or something, and he's just trying to catch the ball and say it's supposed to be that whoever can win the battle there, win the battle of the ball. That's what it is. So that's why I look at it anyway. So.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, I do appreciate you, Justin, coming in. I appreciate you, and thank you for letting us try out this new system tonight. And hopefully, moving forward, we get the bugs all out of it. We get to see you every show, hopefully.
Yes, sir. I'll be
thank
there.
You, brother. Roll Tide, my man. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. I'll see y'all.
All right, thank you.
Roll Tide. Yes. Appreciate meeting you, man.
All right, now at this time, let us bring in the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Bobby Sprinkles and his wife, Tammy. Come on in, brother. How you doing, sir?
Roll Tide.
And ma'am. Sorry about that. Roll Tide, sir. Let me ask you the same question. Do you think that the referee should have controls to actually dictate the outcome of a game? Do you think they should or not? Not? All right. So, do you think that as far as interference calls with the hand checking and all that, do you think it's really got overhand that we need to simplify it?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Do you think that they should call the same penalty on the offensive player, the same as defensive player, say when they're going up for a pass, if they're both, yes, I got you. All right, now let me ask you this one, the one that Van the Man asked himself. Do you think that a running back, when he's running, now we've had great ones, and me and you both have probably been jumping in the floor, hopping and hollering when our running back, like Derrick Henry and all them stiff armed somebody and carried in for a touchdown. But do you think that the running back should be held accountable just like the defensive back on hands to the face mask?
Okay.
as long as he don't get caught.
As long as he don't get caught.
Well, it's kind of obvious it's sticking out there. I mean, you can't deny it because them running backs. I mean, that was Derrick Henry's best move. I mean, he had them long arms, and he would just take that guy's head in the face mask and push him like 3 yards down the field. And ain't nobody. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, as long he don't get it or like this here.
Right.
Yes, he needs to be. He needs to be a penalized.
Okay, but how you going to do that on a defender? Because if a defender just barely touches it, they call it a face mask.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But what if it's by accident, Bobby? I mean, if you got a defensive guy coming out there and he's just kind of accidentally rakes across the chin guard and his head turns just a little bit, you think that should be a penalty? No?
He say no? Go ahead, Bobby.
I think we lost something there.
Go ahead, Bobby. Can't hear you.
Yep, can't hear.
Hello?
There you go. There you go. We got you now. Go ahead.
Okay, as long as he don't, as long he puts him away, don't penalize him.
Okay. I got you.
So you say as long as you don't jerk his face away?
Right. But now, he brought up a good one here now. Oh, this goes back to my defensive time as defensive lineman. All right. Now, defensive lineman comes in here. He busts through the line. He's going over there. He's fighting them off and everything. He's coming across to slap the ball down on the quarterback so he can't complete the pass. But his hand just grazes his face mask. And they call that a 15-yard. Is that right? Yes or no?
I don't think so. I mean, come on, let the defense play.
See, that's what they've been calling. That's our point in this. They need to make it basic. They need to just cut it down to simple refereeing. Here's your lane. Here, if you go over that, don't have to. All right, let me ask you this, Bob, if you don't mind. How many, I'll give you 1 to 100. How many, I'm going to say, bad plays or something should a umpire or referee on the defensive side be watching, be calling?
Yes.
How many, though?
Yes.
How many? 1, 10, how many? Just one?
Yeah.
Oh, Van loves you. Van loves you. Just one. Now I've got to ask, what is that one? What's that one?
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Just one, though. Just one. All right.
Yeah.
Miss Tammy, what do you think that one should be?
I have no idea right now.
Oh, offsides, personal fouls, too many men, what? Oh, okay, got you. Well, outstanding. All right, now I'm going to give you the offensive side, Bobby. How many do you think they should have on their side that can be called? Just one. Damn. That would be a hell of a game right there. You only need one ref on one side, one on the other. You got one thing to look at only. I like that idea, though. I like that. but they're going to have to sign that waiver that there are going to be some injuries in this game. But I like that. That's pretty good. Van, you got any questions for Bobby?
Well, first of all, I want to say I want to hire Bobby to run college football because I like his ideas. Them boys that line up and play some real football out there. Some good ideas, Bobby. You got my vote.
Sir. Yes, sir. Love it.
Icebox, you got anything?
Yeah, pet that dog for me.
Oh, I'm petting my baby. I'm petting my baby. Mothers get jealous.
Yeah. No, I'm just sitting here listening to Bobby. I'm having a good time. Y'all go ahead.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Tammy, you got anything you want to add in that, ma'am? No?
I don't know right now, but
Well, let me thank you both. Let me thank you both for coming on tonight. I mean, this was a trial night, and obviously it's working well. We have two beautiful people right here on our screen talking Alabama football. It can't get no better than that, brother and sister. Thank you so much. I mean, seriously, anytime, y'all are welcome. And considering this is done, we got a few little nicks we got to work out, but thank y'all for coming on and helping us find them things, because hopefully moving forward, no matter when CTS is on, we're going to be able to put a link up that y'all can just click on it in the comment section when you want to say something, and you can do this right now like you're doing. Go ahead, Bobby.
Okay, be honest. Okay, I'll be honest. If I've been, be honest, it's been a man of both. I mean, both. I think I'm outside of his chat, and a president came on there reporting.
If I understand you correctly, you're talking about our link will be changing for every show. It won't be the same every time. But when you see it, hopefully what we're trying to do is get it worked out so we can just post it in a comment section over here so y'all can just click on it and it brings y'all on. And then Mr. Icebox over here will have to go through and click people on and let them talk. You don't have to go through a lot of, jumping through hoops. That's where we're trying to go with this.
Oh, okay.
Tommy, you got more to add?
Yeah, guys. Right now, we really, because it is a test thing, we don't want to mess up tonight's show. This right here is a new thing, so we want to make sure that this ran pretty good. But y'all seen the Saturday night shows. It's still a test thing. So I felt like if Saturday night we would do just what Spencer was talking about, and that way if it blows up in my face, and it don't bother me none at all. But Bobby, make sure you come back Saturday night. Justin, everybody else that's in the chat room, if you want to, come join us Saturday night. We're going to give it a shot. And you'll be on with me, and there's no telling who else. At the beginning of Saturday night, we will be talking about how to adjust everything and try to get you to look, and talk. Some people have their microphones turned down. Some people were basically taking heads of their pictures of their forehead. You see where I'm at? We kind of steer you just a little bit so you'll look good and sound good. Bobby, you done one hell of a job, bud. I like that.
Thank you,
I enjoyed
Bobby.
that.
You,
I really, really did. So that's all I got.
Oh, he's got one more thing. Go ahead.
Can't hear.
No sound.
Can't hear you, brother.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Okay, I did this before.
and he did this before.
Excellent.
Yeah, you done a good job tonight.
Good job.
Well, be careful. You might get a full-time job. You ain't better look out now.
Come on. There you go. We love you, brother.
We appreciate you, Bobby. Appreciate you, Tammy. Love y'all. Roll Tide. And we're going to go ahead and finish tonight out. But I do appreciate both of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Love you. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Bobby. Roll Tide.
Saturday night, Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Saturday night. Here we go.
All right, let's go into our last thoughts. We're a little bit over 9. I'm going to go to William first. What is your last thoughts for tonight, sir?
My last thoughts, while that was going on, and Bobby, I'm sorry if I didn't give you the accolades that I needed to. I love you, brother. Come back, please. But this is to one particular that just came in late, and I'm not going to say the name, but he thinks that, God damn, I don't even want to say this. That orange down place over there in the goddamn far end of the goddamn United States, Clemson. That's the only time I'm gonna say it. Forget it from there. They wouldn't beat us right now. God damn if they would. Now they did get a good quarterback from Arizona. Yes, that was a former Alabama player. Yes, I don't know why he went over there. I don't know. He could have waited his turn. Yes. But Paul Tyson, I know you're a Bryant like me, brother. You got that Bryant blood flowing right here, brother. I know you do. But you went back to the wrong place, brother.
That's true.
That's all I got to say. Roll down Tide. I love everybody. I appreciate everyone in the chat. I appreciate that one that gave me special deal there. I love that. So every one of you, I love you. Please come back. And we got a show on Friday, but go ahead, Roll Tide.
All right, man. Go ahead, brother. You're up.
Well, it's disheartening to me to know that referees have got even more power than they've already had. And they make rule changes to speed up the game, but they give them more rules that can slow down the game, which just tells me it's not about speeding up the game or anything else. But really, I just wanted to thank Justin and Bobby and Tammy for coming on. Bobby, I'm gonna send in your resume for NCAA football. I'm gonna let you be the leader of it now because I liked your ideas a hell of a lot better, and I like what they're doing right now. So you got that job. But I just want to say thanks to everybody in the chat and everybody that came on. This was a fun one.
All right, Fisher Icebox. Put a smile on my face.
Think about zapping you. If you watch Saturday Night Show, you know what that means.
Anyway,
I'm having a good night. I am tickled to death. Bobby done really good. I enjoyed that. Justin done really good. I mean, good grief. I mean, first time coming on here, man, I was so daggum nervous. I didn't know what to say. My mouth opened up and hell shit come out of it. You know, these guys done good. You know, showed me out.
Sure did.
But no, I was just tickled to death about that. Referees, a good topic. It really was. I enjoyed that too. I think referees suck. I said at the beginning of the show, and that's just the way it is. But it was a good ending to the show with Bobby and Justin. I loved it.
All right. Well, I'm just trying to figure out how many referees you dated, but beside the point. But off that topic.
Oh, he didn't think it would happen to him. He didn't. Y'all are welcome. I'm taking my bows.
Oh, yes, I did.
I can't fix how to fix my hair and shit fall back.
But anyway, my last word, Bobby, Justin, thank y'all immensely. Y'all helped us out to get us to the next step to making this a true fan show. That's what we're wanting to do. That's our dream, is making this all a true fan show. And y'all helped us get there. Thank you. Now, we got a little ways to go. We ain't there yet, but I got to thank y'all so much. And Posse, a lot of love. And I'm going to carry us out of here with a big old Roll Tide. Roll!
Yeah, don't forget Friday nights, folks. Friday nights, 7 o'clock Eastern.